Wow, that probably is gonna sound so bad.
My God,
that's gonna sound so horrible, and I'm excited. Hi, welcome to a not Music Monday.
Yeah, so we're gonna drop Music Mondays. It's just like it's not as fun as the Music Mondays. I enjoy
Mondays.
The movie Mondays, and it's like it's harder to come up with topics for these than the movie Mondays. So we're just gonna start doing after this Monday. We're gonna do movie Mondays every Monday instead of.
I think maybe once we because I have big plans. I plan on getting like interviews and maybe doing like specific album reviews. But for now, we can just like talk about music in normal episodes.
Yeah, exactly. Because we kind of do that anyway.
Yeah, we talk about music a lot anyway.
I believe like one of the episodes that we did recently, we talked a lot about like Lil Pump and Rick Ross.
Oh yeah.
And all their.
So this is gonna be
stuff.
a normal episode.
So yeah, we're just gonna talk. I have an interesting question today because today, very sad. Rest in peace. Stephen Hawking died. To date the episode a little, Stephen Hawking passed today, and it's pretty wild. You know, he died on Pi Day first off, which is kind of suiting.
Well, no,
and also on
he died today.
Yes, which is Pi Day.
Oh, that is Pi Day. Oh, I stand wildly corrected.
And it also just happened to be on Albert Einstein's birthday, which is insane to me. So Seth and I have devised a theory that super geniuses are like the Avatar, and they're reincarnated every generation. So that means today, a new one was born, and in a couple of years we'll probably see that person.
And it was Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
But yeah, it's very sad. And then it got me thinking, like, I think I was talking about this last week with people at work. Do you remember when you found out that everybody dies? Like, can you recall that memory?
Nah, because I've dealt with death a lot.
And that's what
I was like younger, I dealt with it a lot.
Like, that's what I was kind of thinking about, because I've never like really dealt with like personal death. Not really. I've never like been to a funeral. I've never really had a family member that's passed.
You've been to a funeral?
I've never been to a funeral.
Wow. I told you today that I've missed school 3 days this year just for funerals.
Yeah. I don't know, and I can't recall when I found out that everybody dies. I really can't, because you'd think that'd be like a much more
impactful thing.
Yeah, when you find out one day everybody you know is going to be dead, including yourself.
I mean,
because and I think it has to do with video games. Because like I grew up playing video games as a kid, where you're just like, oh yeah, you die. Sometimes you die. Sometimes it be like that.
People don't think it be like it is, but it do.
It do.
I mean, I don't know. I've never really death has never really been an issue for me.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have a fear of it or anything.
It's such a weird thing. I don't think I necessarily have a fear of it. I think everybody has some small fear of death, but I don't think that, it's not enough to where I'd act on it and like go crazy trying to find the fountain of youth or like something like that, or dedicate my life to making life-extending pills that are like the snake oil.
I feel like I'd get bored.
Yeah, living forever?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was actually an episode of The Twilight Zone recently. Oh, I can't remember. I think it's at I can't remember what the name of the episode is.
Can we do an episode on
I'd love to.
Like the 60s, like Twilight Zone?
I think the name of that episode was like Rest Well, Mr. Johnson, or something like that.
Rest Well, Sweet Prince.
But it was like this dude, and he was he's like a history professor, and he was like telling history, and people were like, "Wow, your lectures are so good because it's almost like you've lived it," and he actually did. And
wow.
He was like, and like one of the guys was like, "How long?" When he found out, he was like, "How long have you been alive?" And he pointed to like a statue of Socrates or something like that, and he's like, "Long enough to know him." And he's like, "So that means you've been around for like over 2,000 years." And the dude was like talking about how bored he's been and like how horrible it is, but at the same time, every time he's like, "I keep a revolver in my desk, but every time I try, I can't bring myself to do it." I'm just like, that's wild, because like you'd think you'd get bored, and he seemed bored, but he also didn't seem like he wanted to die either. So like,
Twilight Zone is wild.
The Twilight Zone is super wild. I love that show.
You ever seen what era was that from? Was that from like the
Twilight Zone started in like 1950, 59.
Well, there's been like what 3 different iterations?
No, it ended in 63.
No, there was like a 90s time where there was like
the only one that's on Netflix is the one that's like 50s and 60s.
Oh, okay. Cuz I know I've seen like colored like recent episodes.
I don't think I ever have.
Because I remember there was this really weird one where it was like a Christmas themed one, and it was like
Cause
Santa was like bad, and he like broke in and like tried to kill people.
Because there's a Black Mirror, or there's Black Mirror, which is sort of like the Twilight Zone. It's like an anthology.
There was another series from 1985 to 1989, and then another one from 2002 to 2003.
Oh wow, they really tried to. Wow,
But they didn't last near as long.
Yeah, the only good one is the original one, because the guy that wrote it, Rod Sterling, he is a really good writer, and he's a very interesting man. They, I believe they called him, like, back in his day, he was like the angry political activist writer of his time, and because
you can't tell that in his writing.
Yeah, you can. What?
What, in the Twilight Zone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, that episode where puppets come to life, that's obviously about politics or something.
No, it was just like, and it wasn't necessarily always in the Twilight Zone. He wrote other things.
Oh, okay.
But like, at the time, he was very progressive. Like, I remember I was watching one episode recently, and at the end of the episode, it was like, in this upcoming episode, there's a female lead role, and I'm not very good with writing female characters, so I hired this female writer to help. And I'm just like, back in the day, if you were a female that got hired in that position, like that's
pretty wild. Yeah.
So he was really progressive. He always like he like talked a lot about, or he covered a lot of race. He covered a lot of sexism and all this kind of crazy stuff. He covered a lot about war. Because he used to be in the military before he wrote for the Twilight Zone.
He fought in Nam.
No, World War II.
Oh, he was old.
Yeah, well, the Twilight Zone came around in the 50s.
That is true.
Which, I love the 50s aesthetic. The 50s and 60s aesthetic.
It does look, yeah.
It's such a nice aesthetic. I like 50s chicks. I think we've talked about how, like, 50s and 60s
They're
girls
baddies.
They're hot.
Yeah, they're baddies.
With, like, the short hair and, like, the
Bro,
Marilyn
for
Monroe
sure.
style.
For sure. That's more
Very
like
hot.
that's more like early. That's like before 50s.
Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Yeah, she was like 60, 50s, 60s.
When did Marilyn Monroe die?
Did you know that when Marilyn Monroe, I don't know.
No, not Marilyn.
When Marilyn Monroe killed herself, United States like suicide rates went up like 10% or something crazy like that.
Well, she was really influential.
It was crazy.
She was born in 1926. She died in 1962. So I guess you could say like her peak was like 50s.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That's wild. I didn't know she killed herself. I don't know anything about Marilyn Monroe. I just know she's cute.
She's a cutie. She was also in the first Playboy.
She was very like influential because, I mean, especially nowadays, she's a huge inspiration because she's not like models nowadays. Because models nowadays are all like crazy skinny, and she wasn't crazy skinny. She was like a regular chick who just had a nice face.
Dude, we were watching this movie in government class, and it's called Inherent the Wind.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about the Scopes trial, where the dude was teaching evolution.
Oh,
and they
yeah,
arrested him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got this girl in it, and she's my wife. Hold on, what's her name?
She's my wife.
Dude, she's my wife. She's so pretty.
I was born in the 1930s. I was 20 when she was also in this and in the 50s.
This movie came out in like 1960.
She's my
wife.
wife.
Look, she's my wife. Hold on. She's my wife.
Donna Anderson.
Yeah, she's my wife.
Hold on. I'll go ahead and throw a picture of
She's
Donna
got a nice
Anderson.
nose.
Boom, there's the picture. So,
Donna Anderson, she's my wife. She's still alive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's like 73. Donna Anderson, hit me up.
Oh my god. Hold on, I'm writing this down. Okay.
I don't know if pictures fall under fair use. Whatever. Put
I'm
that
pretty
one
sure
up.
they do.
That one looks good.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, just pictures of, like 50s and 60s chicks in general, man. I don't know, there's something about them that's just pure.
They have a very
They got a good aesthetic.
yeah, they definitely
I'm into
like
it.
like 50s diners and stuff.
Oh yeah, I love 50s diners. I always
Like Johnny Rockets.
Yeah,
Too bad
Rockets
Johnny
is
Rockets
cool.
kind of sucks.
I like their milkshakes.
They're all right. They're not worth the money.
Yeah, it's really expensive and it's always packed in there. Is Johnny Rockets a chain? Is that
Yeah.
like,
When I went on a cruise, there was a Johnny Rockets actually.
Oh, that's dope. I like them. For those of you who don't know what Johnny Rockets is, it's an old 50s style diner type restaurant.
That has mediocre food, but it looks cool, so it's worth it.
Is it really?
No.
But yeah,
Every time I go there, I literally like get just a milkshake.
There's one in one of the malls around here, and it is almost always busy.
Well, that mall is pretty busy all the time. Well, I don't know if it might be.
It's a pretty big.
A lot of malls have been dying recently. I don't know if that's one of them.
Nah, that mall's here to stay.
Maybe, I don't know.
The only one that's really dying is Chesapeake Square.
Yeah, that one's way dying. That one's way dead.
Pretty much at this point. Which kind of
I heard someone's trying to buy it and they're gonna turn it into like a sports complex, which I'd be down with that. That'd be cool.
I heard they were trying to buy it, and it was the same people who own the Williamsburg outlets, and they were going to turn it into an outlet mall like the Williamsburg outlets, which I'd be cool with that because I like the Williamsburg outlet mall. It's really nice.
I've never
I don't
been
know if
there.
you've
I don't think
out
I've ever been there.
It's really, really cool. It's just a huge strip mall. It's giant. There's so many stores. It's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of the outdoor malls are like.
But when I went, it was cold and windy, and I wanted to die. But it was, I actually bought this shirt that day.
Oh, nice.
Because they have a Vans outlet over there. It's really nice.
I don't know. Malls have always been like cool because like you're just going there and have a good time. Like, not like cause havoc or anything, but just like
Yeah, you can just chill.
Go. Yeah.
That used to be like the #1 place to like chill when I was younger, man.
I think it was everyone's middle school place to chill.
Oh yeah, everybody was like, let's go to the mall.
And I mean, like, I guess that's kind of the issue with them. Like, that's why that's why a lot of them are dying because not many people leave their house anymore.
Our mall is like, it's weird. No, not necessarily because the thing about MacArthur's always busy and Lynn Haven's always busy.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I don't know. I think, have we already talked about how a lot of stores are dying because no one wants to leave their house?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Because I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that
episode
on the news today. You know, like Walmart, like they have personal shoppers now who will get all your food and they'll just like deliver it to your house.
Yeah, which I think is stupid. But I mean, at the same time, the only reason our mall is dying is because there's no nice stores there anymore.
Because they all closed.
Yeah.
Because it was dying.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. It flourished for so long. I don't know why it just stopped. I mean, a lot of this, like when Aeropostale took like a big hit or something like that, so that went out of business, which was like a huge. Or Aeropostale didn't go out of business, but they closed a ton of their stores, and that was like a huge part of our mall was that Aeropostale that was in there.
I don't even remember that.
It brought a ton of business, but like a lot of the stores are just closing, and they can't keep the store in there to save their lives anymore.
Yeah, that is true. A lot of them, like every place.
They closed the Macy's there. They closed the JCPenney there. Or no, there's still a Penny's. They closed the Macy's, and then there was the Sears. There was a Sears that used
Sears
to be
is going out of business.
Yeah, which is crazy because you used to think about like how popular Sears was back in the day.
That was like the big store.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
But I mean, look at our mall. You can go to our mall and buy insurance. Like there's like an insurance person
There's a
there.
progressive thing there.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna go down to the mall so I can get my insurance done. Like,
so I can kill my wife and get all the money. I mean what? What?
You're not married.
What?
Seth, she died a long time ago. It's okay. You can wake up.
Oh my God, Logan.
Wake up. It's all a dream.
It's time to wake up, Jack. I don't know what that's from.
Yeah, man. Our mall, man. I don't know, man. Man.
Dude, Broman?
Broman?
Broseph?
Bromine, my favorite element.
Well, we have a child. Can we name him Broseph?
When we have a child? What?
Did I stutter? When we have a child, can we name him Broseph?
Broseph. Would you spell it like Joseph?
Yeah, but Broseph.
Nice. Brohim? I used to do this thing where like it would piss Connor off so much. I would take words that have that hard O in it and I would add bro, so I'd be like, yeah, brotato chip, like brotellini, and like I remember we went to mini golf and he was getting really upset because he was losing and I was like doing well and I kept doing the bro thing where I would just say bro a lot and he was just like, shut up. It was really funny.
Can we do mini golfing for an episode? Have I ever talked about how much I love mini golf?
Sure. I really want to do small like and comment if you would like to see these things. I was thinking about like small little vlogs, but not
I think
really
it'd be
vlogs.
fun.
Not really vlogs that are boring, but like vlogs where we go and do something interesting and not where it's just like, I'm gonna run around Japan. I'm gonna run around Japan and be disrespectful.
Wow. There's a hot topic from 4 months ago.
You're right, but I hate that video.
Yeah, he really is being an asshole.
Yeah, like the part where he buys the Game Boy Color from the dude and then goes and smashes it and then he brings it back and he's like, it doesn't work. I'm just like, Yeah, because you threw it. You threw it on the ground.
And you're not a Lonely Island song.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can't trust the system.
My dad's not a phone. That is so funny. But yeah, I think it'd be super fun. Like, instead of us being like, "Hi, we're going to Kroger."
Yeah, we're gonna like we're gonna take cereal boxes and sit on them in Kroger. I don't. Dude, that sounds like something that, like, the sit-on cereal challenge. You gotta see how many cereal boxes you can sit on before the management comes and escorts you out of the store.
Have you ever seen that dude, Mr. Beast? Like, he's got a lot of money. I don't know where all his money comes from.
Because he does live streams where he counts to, like, 1 million on a live stream. And it's like a 24-hour live stream where he's counting to 1 million. Have you seen that? He did that. That's a thing he did.
Well, he did this video where he just like goes up and just buys a Snickers from like 100 different Walmarts, and I'm like, why are you doing this?
There's not even 100 different, like, that you would have to go across the entire state.
Yeah, he's like driving for like days, and he's like, yeah, we're just gonna go and buy Snickers from every Walmart, and I'm like, but
why?
But why?
I mean, it gets money.
I mean, yeah, it got a clearly. It was in my recommended.
I've seen that he does a lot of pointless things that people watch anyway. It's almost like a social commentary on like what people find interesting.
I guess. I mean, yeah, it's
when you look at it, like when you separate yourself from it, because I'm sure he's just like, yeah, I think it's funny. But like, when you separate yourself from it, like, what if he's actually doing like a legitimate social commentary on how people will watch literally anything and he can make money off of it?
It probably. I mean, yeah, and then like he had another one where he bought a car with a wheelbarrow full of pennies. Like that was the video.
People will really watch anything, won't they? Jesus. But they won't watch our show.
I was gonna say, but they won't watch two idiots talking about. I don't know. This episode's been all over the place already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like.
That's wild. Like
I think when we do
also
when we do video footage, our views will jump up.
There's also a really douchey thing to do to go buy a car with pennies, because you know how it depends on especially how expensive the car is. But even
like a new car,
even like a cheap car, that's still a lot of that. They could spend days counting that many pennies, dude.
Yeah, he just went to a bunch of banks and was like, "I'll give you money. Can I have all your pennies?"
That's not okay.
I don't know why. I mean, like, good for him, I guess.
It's just like earlier we were talking about how Wendy's slogan should be "Yum"
Yeah.
or "It's good, I guess."
It's all right, I guess. I mean, like,
I really want to see like really self-deprecating like
just
taglines for fast food.
Arby's. It's all right. I mean, like, I guess it's whatever, man. It's just like
McDonald's. I mean, it's nothing to call home about.
McDonald's. I mean, it's not like poison. We cook it, I guess. It's microwaved.
Burger King.
But,
I mean, it won't kill you. Certainly isn't healthy.
Honestly, I hate Burger King.
It's like
Well, there goes our Burger King sponsorship.
Oh, like we were gonna get that.
Bro, Arby's, hit us up. I will talk about Arby's forever.
Oh yeah, I know. Speaking of the Wendy's, man, it goes right through me. It really does. It'll like go right through me, but if I wait too long, it'll harden in my stomach, and then I won't need to go. But then it'll wait until like the most inconvenient time to be like, "You gotta go now, dude."
I think you got some bowel problems, dude. That doesn't sound right.
No, it's just greasy food, like Wendy's and Five Guys especially.
Five Guys is liquid cancer, and I love it.
It's delicious.
Man,
Ugh.
dude. People who say In-N-Out is better than Five Guys.
We've talked
y'all
about
are
this.
high.
We've talked about this on the show.
We have,
I believe so.
because they're high.
If not, to sum it up, Five Guys is better than In-N-Out. Fight us, the entire West Coast.
Because I've had In-N-Out, and I was like, it's In-N-Out is more like Cookout. Like, I don't understand why In-N-Out is always compared to Five Guys.
Is this the East Coast sign? Which one's the West Coast? I don't know what's the East Coast. I think this is the West Coast.
West Coast is where it's a W.
But like, how do you do East Coast? Do you just turn it sideways and it's an E?
I don't know, man.
Is it on the other hand? Either
Bro,
way,
I don't
repping
know.
the East Coast.
I don't.
Straight up.
Biggie is better than Tupac. Whoa!
I don't really listen to either of them.
I mean, well, I think like Tupac he's got a nice voice. He has nice beats, but Biggie just kills it with the lyricism.
Just
in my opinion,
in the morning, gotta thank God. I know that's Ice Cube.
That's what it's like.
But that's like the only song from that era that I can really like think of off the top of my head.
Oh. To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes.
I never really listened to a lot of old school hip hop, and I really should. I want to get more into it.
It's good.
Like
My hair smells like Wendy's.
especially like Biggie. I really want to get into Biggie.
He's dead.
I know he is.
Maybe.
So is Tupac. Maybe.
Machiavelli.
Have you ever seen that like Tupac was or like we passed the time when everybody theorized that Tupac was gonna come back and then he didn't come back because everybody was like,
what?
Apparently when he was in prison he read a lot of Machiavelli, and Machiavelli did a thing where he like faked his death for like 17 years or something like that and then came back or something like that. And
Who the hell is Machiavelli?
he's like a writer of like I believe he's like a philosopher sort of.
Doesn't Young Lean reference him in
Yes.
2002
Ginseng Strip 2002. Yeah. Machiavelli. But yeah, like I guess Tupac read a lot of Machiavelli in prison, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's gonna come back." Or he just faked his death. He's gonna come back. And then we passed the time when he was supposed to come back, and everybody was like,
I mean,
he's
wasn't
not
there
coming back.
also like a quote from Tupac where he was like, "The only way I can get rid of this fame is to fake my own death."
Oh yeah, dude. There's so many theories about Tupac not being dead. It's insane.
I mean, for someone who wore a bulletproof vest to everything, I mean,
Just because you wear a bulletproof vest doesn't mean you're invincible.
but he did wear a bulletproof vest all the time. And the one day he wasn't wearing his bulletproof vest, he gets dome pieced. Actually, I don't think he got shot in the face, but he did get shot.
Yeah, and there's more other places you can get shot
Okay, how about you shut up?
and still die.
How about hey?
Hey you! I just make like a weird. It was like. No.
There's a callback.
We already talked about that.
We did already talk about it.
Oh man, what a classic joke.
What if your cum was white instead of red?
That's a funny little meme right there. It was like
we were on the ride here. We were talking about it and just losing our minds.
I almost had to stop the car, dude. Again. That's why I can't drive with you anymore, because we make such funny jokes. Like funny bits.
What was that bit we had?
Oh, I can't remember. But you were like, why do we always have the funny bits when we're not on the show? Oh man, I really can't remember.
Dude,
what it was right before we talked about that too. Oh, what was it? Oh,
we were talking about how the dude who did One Man, One Jar
oh.
won an Emmy.
And he comes out in like a full butt cast. And he's like, I'd like to thank the Academy, and I'd like to thank Mason Jars for giving me this opportunity.
It was really funny.
Because we were talking about gross videos that like gross out videos people used to watch, and I was like, I never watched those because I don't want to intentionally scare myself. Like, why would I want to watch a man shove a mason jar in his butt and it breaks?
And then I said, that's because you don't appreciate art.
So I was like, yeah, like he's gonna win an Emmy or something like that. It was a good bit.
Also, if you guys haven't seen One Man, One Jar, go watch it right now.
Yeah, give him that clout.
Give him that Emmy clout. He's got the trophy in his room.
Petition to make One Man, One Jar an Oscar nominated
You know,
film.
how many people do you think know that guy personally and don't know that he's the guy who sat on a mason jar and had it rupture inside of him?
Like, he's just at work and his boss is just like, how you doing, Jim? And like,
He's having trouble sitting down, like...
his coworkers are just like, man, you still haven't told the boss yet, have you?
Because, I mean, like...
And then they all find out, and then they just like start shunning him. Oh, poor guy.
Poor
What,
man
like-
from One Man, One Jar.
He like goes to the gas station, and then he's like wearing a hood, and he's like trying to stay like incognito, and then like the gas station guy's just like, hey, you're that guy who shoved the mason jar in his ass.
But-
and he's like, no, I'm not. You must be mistaking
The
me for
video
someone
doesn't
else."
have the video doesn't have his face in it.
I'm not. Don't pull it up. I'm
No,
not gonna
I'm gonna
watch
look.
it.
No, I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna see if the guy his identity is out there. What happened to the man from One Man, One Jar?
He might be dead. Like the 2 girls, 1 cup girls died.
No, one of them died. One of them sells ice cream.
Oh, is it chocolate?
I don't know, but that's very funny.
Is it chocolate? Get it? Because it looks like
Yes,
poopy.
I get it.
It looks like poopy, which she had in her mouth.
Man, One Jar.
Oh.
Identity.
I identity.
I want to know who he is.
Is that him?
I don't think it is.
No, that
I think
can't be it,
just
'cause that's on
some
YouTube.
I think it's just some random white guy. Interview
With Alex, aka one. Oh my god, his name is Alex, so we know we have a name. Oh my god. Is he dead?
I don't think this is. I don't know. I'm very skeptical that this is real.
Yeah, text interviews are always weird, where it's not like you can't see their voice, you just see what they said. Like it's a magazine or something.
He said, well, according to this interview, he said he really enjoys the Reputation, which I cannot believe.
Why would you enjoy? Like people are like, "Huh, you're Mason Jar ass guy."
You're the guy who has the talent of having large things with the very, very circular things inside him and then have them explode. Wow, I spit a lot when I said that.
Like that was projectile spit, dude. Jesus.
Well, I put a lot of emphasis on explode.
Explode.
I mean, like,
I wouldn't want to be one man, one jar guy.
I don't think at the time he did either.
Was the lid on or off?
It was off. It was.
Was it upside down?
No.
Or did it from the empty hole part?
Yes.
How is this possible?
I don't know. Well, I mean, he obviously uploaded the video, so I guess he was proud of it, maybe?
Good for him.
No.
Look, Mom.
Mom, I'm internet famous.
I know. You remember how you said you were never going to be proud of me?
Look.
Look what I've done.
Now I have stitches in my anus.
Now I have stitches in my anus.
Not the rapper.
Oh, root beer. I love root beer.
Oh, that's how we started the episode.
Yeah, that is how we started the episode.
All right, I think we're gonna end it on the one man one jar. Alex from One Man One Jar. If you want to come on the show for an interview,
Yeah, we'll talk.
that would be crazy.
That'd be really funny.
That would be insane.
All right, yeah, we want to know about your life, buddy.
I would. I want to know.
We want to know how it affects you.
I want to know how. I want to know everything. I want to know where you live. If you're single.
What's your street address?
I don't know if I can.
What do you prefer, mason jars? Do you prefer mason jars, or do you prefer like shot glasses? What do you prefer? Subscribe, like, comment.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on notifications so when you know when we're posting. But then YouTube doesn't really give out most of the notifications anyway.
Hey, show your friends.
Yeah, you know what? Show your friends. Show your dad. Show your grandma. Show your dog.
Your dad might like it. Maybe not, though.
I like your dad.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.